Hey guys, I'm Joe and this is the Rebels Advocate. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to John from Texas, our latest patron over at patreon.com/the Rebels Advocate. Thanks so much, John. I somehow missed you in the last video and I apologize for that. And also, I'd like to give a big shout out to Timbo Slice, also over on one of our patrons, and sent me a message and was sending me a link to this article, which I found, a little funny. Not to laugh at somebody's misfortune, but just the way people react, and I don't know the irony there. But it sent me a link, and it was about this church that burned up. I don't think it burnt to the ground, but according to the article, it was devastating, destroyed the church. But a miracle happened, guys. The Bibles and the crosses were saved. It was a miracle. And this is a story we hear all the time: burning houses, burning churches, burning cars, whatever. Just these miracles of how these Bibles survive the fire. And so it made me want to do two things. One, I wanted to put together a little skit and a reenactment and show you guys exactly how that goes down, exactly how that story unfolds between the Christian and God when you're asking for his help, and how he responds. And I wanted to do a little science experiment to see, because I've never burned any books, but what I have done in the past when I'd be out burning trash or something, which is something you do out in the country a lot, my wife would give me this garbage bag of stuff she's cleaned out, and I would throw it in the fire, and then later I would realize she'd thrown like stacks of magazines, and it's just, it's so annoying because they are so hard to burn. Now, these magazines aren't Bibles, obviously, but you would think they were. You would think they had some supernatural protection on them, because it took forever to burn them. I would have to take a stick and turn pages slowly, because they're so, I guess, compact. No air gets in there, no oxygen to fuel the fire, and it would burn the outer side but not inside it. I don't know. So I was like, well, maybe that's what's going on with these Bibles. And so I decided to do a little experiment, and that'll be at the end of this video. So anyway, thanks for watching, and first let's get to this reenactment and see exactly how God responded, what happened behind the scenes.
Fire was no match for some special items in a West Virginia church.
Flames devastated the Freedom Ministries in Grandview. The fire was so intense, crews were forced to leave the building.
But none of the church's Bibles or crosses was destroyed, and no one was injured. The local fire department posted on Facebook, though odds were against us, God was not. As my mom in South Carolina would say, nothing but God there.
Nothing but God. Ain't God good?
God, you gotta come quick. We need help. Hey, calm down, my son. What's going on? All right, it's our church. It's on fire. Oh. It's on fire right now. Can you do something? Can I do something? Come on. Who am I? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. I have complete faith. I know you can. You're the creator of the universe. Creator of the universe, yes. I created the universe. I think I can handle a little church fire. Well, thank you, God. Quick, because it's on fire now. Watch this. Actually, it's okay. I'm gonna do it right now. Watch this. Did it. Yes, my son, it was that easy. Because I'm God. Boom. Did it. I performed a miracle just like that, yes. Thank you so much, God. I appreciate this so much. You have no idea how much this means to us. You're very welcome. Oh, you're so great. Thank you so much. Our church is, we don't have a big congregation. It's full of people a lot of whom have lost their jobs, and widows, and I don't know if we could have even afforded to rebuild the building. The building, what now? Rebuild the church. We don't have a lot of money, so that's why I need you to save it. After all, it is your house, and so I wanted you to save your house. So it's kind of in your interest too. But it's just the money it would have cost us, because it would have took our money to rebuild it, because, you know, usually you don't build your own houses. We kind of have to do that. Like, that's the only reason I was asking. It's like, oh yeah, the actual building. What did you do, God? I mean, you did save the church, right? Hey. I did something even better. I protected all the Bibles. None of the Bibles burn up. You saved the Bibles? But we have like dozens, thousands of Bibles. We can replace the Bible. I've got like 20 Bibles in my bedroom alone, Jesus. Oh. Hey man, my book's really important. Spent a lot of time on that thing. I needed you to save the building. You make this really difficult for me to get on Facebook and try to spin this in your favor, but I'll do the best I can. Ooh, he saved the Bibles. Whatever. Alright guys, now it's time for some science. Let's put this to the test. Does God really protect Bibles? Because if so, then he will do it right now. So I went to the bookstore. I decided to do this little experiment, and I wanted to find a Bible. Sure, I've got plenty of Bibles here, but they all hold some sentimental value. Even the Gideon Bible that I stole, you know, has a little sentimental value. So I wanted to go to the bookstore and see if I could find a Bible. It's really tough finding a Bible in the bookstore, let me tell you. Yeah. The only problem is they're very expensive. Like the cheapest one I could find was $20 until I found this little gem. Look at that, Holy Bible. Found it, like $4.99. So this is a New Testament Bible with Psalms and Proverbs added at the end. So basically the same thing. But I was like, if I'm gonna do this experiment, I need to add a little something to it, make it a little more interesting. So what I did is I looked and looked and looked, and it took me a really long time to find this, but I finally found a Quran. Now this is exactly like the copy I have in the house, but I didn't want to burn it because I was planning on reading it later. So I bought an extra one. It was $7. It was also only one of 2 Qurans in the entire bookstore, while they had like literally hundreds of Bibles and an entire 2 aisles dedicated to the Bible. So, got the Quran, got the Bible. Which one do you think will burn better? Also, which one will be protected? Like if there's some divine protection on this one, it should burn a lot less than this one, right? This one should just burn to a crisp. Then, just to make it a little more fair and a little more interesting, I got the most evil book I could find in the entire bookstore. I mean, almost felt bad for buying this. It's so evil. Oh, a graphic guide to evolution. Oh, I don't even know if this book is good. I should have. It's like got pictures and everything, you know. Like this is pure evil. Almost wish I'd saved this to read. So anyhow, I'm gonna do this, but just up front, no, I don't really love burning books. It's not my thing. But this is for science. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. How's that? Oh yeah. Down there. Put a little bagel bites. Box down on top. Alright. Now, let's get to burning. Oh, nothing like a nice fire in the afternoon. still nice and snug down there below the bagel bites. Uh-oh. We didn't see that coming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get more. Okay. This is not going to be good on those books. Now, if we're correct, oh look, wind, that's not good. If we're correct, God's hand should be somewhere in that fire right now, covering the Bible, protecting it from harm. Oh boy, I see some books. I see some books right there. Not faring too well. Looks like the Quran has really took a a beating. Might actually be burnt worse than I figured it would be. Kind of hard to see the other two, but it doesn't look like they've fared too well either. At least the outside. The Bible should, even if it does look rough, I imagine I can just dust it off. It should come out unscathed, because I'm sure God's hand is covering it as we speak, protecting His Word as He does, even when He doesn't protect anything else. Everything in me wants to stir the ashes a little, but I don't want to disturb the books. Ooh, is this... That does not look good. This could be a bad day for evolution. Charles Darwin did not protect his book, I don't think. I'm not sure how well Muhammad protected his either. I'm sure God protected his, or Jesus, or whoever gets sent down to do that thing. Maybe Gabriel. Maybe Donatello, Raphael. One of those angels. Leonardo. Did I forget Michelangelo? I should have brought out some burgers. Can you imagine burgers right over a Quran, a Bible? and a book on evolution. That would have to be the yummiest burgers ever. Why didn't I think of that? Seems like the worse the fire is staying over there with the Korean. God dang it, Mahone. Step up your game. Save your book. I can't even tell the book, the evolution book, like, is that it? Did it, like, spread out? I don't even know, that's weird. If that's the case, then I'm going to state it here. Evolution is a lie. My goodness. I swear, is that the evolution book? If it is, it looks like it got completely destroyed. It looks like pages. Right here. Is that it? I can start to make out the cover of the Quran there. Underneath the fire and the ashes. Looks like the cover's actually still there. At least part of it, maybe. The Bible, I can't see somewhere underneath that. I know one thing. The Quran is taking the most heat. It should be the most burnt because, good Lord, it seems like the fire is focused right there. Alright, it's been over 20 minutes. I'm gonna knock the ashes off, see what we can see here. Oh. Oh no, there's the Bible. Oh no. The Bible is gone. The Quran is gone. The Book of Evolution is no more. I swear this did not go the way I thought. I really did think that there would be something left of these books. I guess if you burn them over a hot enough fire, you put them over a direct flame, apparently God's hand not as powerful. Nor Muhammad, nor Charles Darwin. Neither had the power to save their books here today, apparently. This is the Quran, right here. It's got the most book left because it was probably the biggest book. The thickest. See there, you can see the pages. The pages were fine until I opened it. Now they're going to burn. But you see how they were protected. Now they're burning. The Bible here, though, I guess was so small, it just didn't protect anything. Pages are just gone. There's your book. There may be something in between here. If I can push it open. Try not to. Yeah, it just burned all the pages of the Bible. Same with the evolution book. There's just nothing there. Look at that. Opened up. So I guess the Quran was the most protected, and even it didn't survive. Yeah, open the pages of the evolution book, and there's just nothing there. It's just black. It's just all charred. So evolution is a lie. The Bible is a lie. The Quran is a lie. I don't even know what to believe now. Look at this. Let's open it up again. Boom! See? There's more pages untouched. And now they're not. Now they're gone. Just a matter of separating it. It's amazing what a little oxygen will do. It's almost like fire needs oxygen. So weird. Yeah, I really thought I would have a little something to pull out of the fire. I thought I could pull them out and they'd be charred on each end. A couple pages and then the inside would be okay, but wow, that just was not the case for any of these books. And there's some pages. Allah's word just going up in smoke. Let's just mix them all together here. We might as well just let them burn. Come on, Quran, give it up. You're done for. There you have it. Everything you thought you knew is a lie. The Quran, the Bible, evolution. Wow, it's just all been proven a lie by me today with science. A truly scientific experiment. For those of you who can't comprehend sarcasm, I am joking. But it did prove that God doesn't just come down and protect Bibles whenever he sees fire. Or maybe he does, but he can't. Maybe I'm just too powerful for him, you know. It's amazing how anyone would think God would protect his book, but not his house. You know, the church is his house. And also that God will protect his book, but not other human lives. Like he won't intervene when a child has cancer, but he'll intervene when his stupid book is on fire. It's a horrible book anyway, God. Jeez Louise. You're the creator of the universe. You could have wrote something a little better than this. I expected more. Brian Griffin could write a better novel than what you wrote. Look at here. There's nothing left, man. There's literally nothing. There's nothing but... Look at that. Nothing but charcoal in here. Few fragments of paper. Wow. That is amazing. Guess that fire was just too hot. Well, there, is that the Bible? Looks like little pages. Yep, that's the Bible right there, guys. There it is. Look. What's left of it? Just did not make it. So sad. I'm sorry, God. Sorry I burnt your book. Sorry, Charles. Sorry, Muhammad. Okay, I think we can call this video over. I think the experiment is finished. There is nothing left. There's no book for me to extract and show you the remains of. I thought we was going to do this whole thing after the books cooled down, where I'd get them out and show you. The insides were okay on all three. And then I would light them on fire just to show, hey, they're going to burn no matter what. If I want them to burn, they'll burn. But, my God, they already did that. I didn't even have to try too hard. I just... So, I encourage everyone to try this. Get your own Bible out and pour out some charcoal and throw it on. Don't waste the charcoal, though. Make sure you have some burgers ready. And then you can have some holy burgers. It'll be wonderful.